folks. Well, we'll see how long this lasts. It's a little windy out here. We're in sunny San Diego, and social media marketing world is done and over. Another great day. So let me tell you a little bit, and I may have to jump out and catch this, but let me tell you a little bit about what the day looked like. So it started out with Mari Smith. She was a keynote speaker, and she is a guru on Facebook advertising. And basically, she talked about kind of the same stuff that Mike Stelzner talked about, that Facebook is changing how they're doing things, and we have to be adaptive to that. And she highlighted the book, Who Moved My Cheese? So everybody's like really enjoying this Facebook advertising, and then all of a sudden it goes away. So how do we take care of that? So she talks about the Mari method, and this is really 3 steps to this. And first, it's starting with great content. So that's what you have to be really focused on, and getting consistently good content out there. Video is key, and I've repeated this over and over and over again, and I will, and my intent is to do a lot more video, but we're talking, just doing a couple minutes video, or if you're doing a live video, anywhere from 7 to 20 minutes on live video. And then once you get some organic reach with that, go ahead and promote it, boost it a little bit, to get some more reach with that. What you're trying to do, and I mentioned this yesterday, is you're trying to build into these custom audiences, folks that are watching your video, folks that are going to web visits and lookalike audiences, and then you're going to just want to retarget those folks. And I'll talk a little bit more about this idea of retargeting in a little bit, but that's what you're trying to do. And then one of the things she said was encourage watch parties, getting out there, building your communities, your private groups, so you can amplify your message and just build those communities. So one of the quotes that she shared was, content is king, but engagement is queen, and she rules the house. So it's about getting more engagement in what you are building. Talked about the future, that there's some big changes coming in Facebook. Some key executives have resigned, and they're not necessarily happy in the direction, or they just want to do some other things. Facebook is trying to build its little ecosystem around a number of apps, and you're going to see that getting tighter and tighter, which may kind of exclude us. So things that you want to think about, right, is maybe building little ads that you can put into videos that Facebook is hosting. Sounds like a fire somewhere behind me. Because video is creating that shared experiences and sense of belonging, that you want to kind of talk with people all the time and get out there. So trying to figure out how to monetize all that stuff. So that was pretty the good things. One of the things that she recommended is doing a 30-day video challenge, getting out there, putting videos out, 30 days worth of that. So I'm going to probably take her up on that and see what I can do. Putting out videos, 70%, you're aiming for videos, 20% images, 10% links. Links do not fire as well. Kind of like with Mike Stelzner, he also talked about stories, that we need to be doing more stories, more micro content, getting out there, sharing things at that micro level. Tell about what's going on in your business, what's happening in your day, sharing, and I'm not good at that, so I got to figure it out too. So we're in the same boat. If you haven't been doing that, I'm in the same boat. And the other one is messaging. getting better at Facebook Messenger and how to use that as part of your advertising campaign. Instagram Direct, being able to have these one-on-one combinations doesn't scale well, but it gets people involved in your tribe, your community. And then finally, groups. That apparently pages, you can create groups, new to me, but I'm going to go figure it out. And so there's a couple pages that I have that I want to extend, maybe with some groups, and figure out how to do those. So then I went to a session by Israel Ratz and how to put together your Facebook campaign. Things that you want to keep in mind when you're putting together your ads, your ad campaign is: who are you targeting? How are you going to target them? And what are you going to offer them? What is the product? What is the offer? The advertisement is definitely in the how are you going to reach them, and then who. And things that you're really trying to measure, whoops, I told you I'd be running for it, is things that you're measuring is cost per thousand, your cost per clicks, time on site, and your conversion rate. If you've got a high cost per thousand and a high cost per clicks, man, the wind is picking up. We are live, folks. You can tell that. See if I can drive it into the ground. Woo! That's exciting. It just happens to catch it at the right place. If you have low, basically you're aiming for low cost per thousand and cost per clicks, but you also want high time on the site and high conversion rate. If you're not getting that, something's broke. And each one of them kind of tells what part is broke and where you can fix it. So part of this was, rather than put all your money in one big ad and try to get conversions, is going through those various cycles where you're creating awareness and you're generating leads and then getting to conversions. Things that we talked about, the same thing. So you're using one ad to get them to take an action. If they're not taking action, you're putting another ad, and you just kind of keep going until they finally get to the conversion level. Naturally, things in your ad that you want to keep focus on are your headline, your copy, your creative, and test them. And he showed an example of how he tests his ads, and then he also tested them with different audiences. So you can work on the ad and then the audience. Some go the other direction where you work on the audience and then back and tweak the ad. So, it's a matter of finding the right audiences. Let's see, what else here? So the next steps are figure out who you're going to advertise to. What's your audience? Then also look at your funnels, and just kind of map it out with your advertising campaign. So they're supposed to do this step. Okay, they didn't do this step. Put an ad in front of them. Get them back to doing that step. Oh, they moved on, but they didn't complete it. Put another ad. Keep going back and forth until you get what you want, right? And the idea is that you should be the one in control of your ads and how you're doing it. Google Tag Manager. Woo! That was a great session. Chris Mercer, he gave that session. The guy showed some pretty cool stuff on what you need to do. He talked about his measurement marketing framework. Basically, it's planning it, building it, reporting it, forecasting what's happening, optimizing it, just kind of the cycle over and over again. But what he did in the Google Tag Manager is he showed how to track leads, track errors, and track engagement. A lot of geeky stuff, not really hard to do once you understand it. And that was reason I went to this is to get a better understanding of this. What you're dealing with is basically three parts in this Google Tag Manager. You got your tags, you have the triggers, and then the variables. So you're basically, you're kind of training, as he said, you're training Google what information you want to capture when, so then you can analyze it and report out. But he did some really cool stuff with this Google Tag Manager. I'll try in the blog post how to capture this a little bit better. So, but he was able to, like an event I'm video watching, for example, being able to, watch a video, when they started, when they completed, if they paused, how far they progressed, did they get to 10, 25, 50, 75, 90% of the video? You can capture all this and be able to see this in Google Analytics. So I'm pretty excited to be able to see this. And he also did it with how far a person scrolls down your page, pretty much in the same way. I went to a session with Dennis Yu on Facebook ads for local businesses, how to generate traffic. But a lot of this was kind of in the same boat, right? That not spending all your money in the conversion side, but increasing this awareness to the lead generation, to the conversion. So this know, like, and trust, that you're front-ending money very much in the beginning part where you are doing this awareness. And you want to create multiple touches along the way and sequence them in so you can do this. So at the end of this presentation, we had to create a 1-minute video and then send it to him. And he's gonna send information on this, so I'll have some of that to work from and be able to use it to help you out. So that was a pretty informative. I think my last one. Nope, next to last one was another one on Facebook. It was Facebook AdWords. And yeah, she really emphasized the importance of kind of going across the whole spectrum of awareness, lead generation, and then finally into conversions. That we're spending too much money in the conversions and we're just beating people up, and it's such a small target marketing. What you can do by working on the awareness piece is you can build your own audience, your own tribe, and kind of massage them. And the more they know about you, the more likely that they're going to do business with you. So, and you'll end up spending less money in the end by following this format. Some of the things that she's talking about, definitely warm, cold, warm, and hot audiences. That she gave some ways that you can create your audiences. She gave some looking at certain variables in your URLs, where you can target people who have searched and found your page, which I thought was really cool. So that's definitely, if people searched and found me on YouTube, I want to be able to target those. So that was quite useful. The important thing about testing everything, and talked about different reports, and I'm going to have to dig in those reports, like time lag report. How long, how often, when was the last time somebody came to your site and touched base with your site? And then finally, the last session I went to dealt with the phone funnel framework. And this is Ollie Bilson. And basically with that strategy, he's only advertising on mobile. And part of that mobile strategy is he wants to start a text conversation back and forth So he can put a series of videos in front of you. But the important thing is being able to capture your telephone number so you can start, kind of more meaningful conversations, by using text or even by telephone. And so he kind of walked through a whole process through that. And some of the cool things that you can do with the telephone is you can put a V card in front of them, so you can introduce yourself that way. But as he said, it leads to very high qualified leads, people who really want to see your product because they are, they're watching these videos. And one video that he's putting out there is around 20 minutes, right? So if they're watching this video, they're really interested in your product. So that was Social Media Marketing World. Great conference. I'm already signed up for next year. Can't wait to come and report out for you guys on that, what's going to happen next year. And I know things will change, so that's what we'll do, is just we'll keep talking about it and try to keep my ear to the ground. What I plan to do, and I say plan, this is what I'm doing because I've tried to be intentional before, but try to do a little more video, getting out and just saying hi. So you may see, there'll be short videos, but I'm working with this. I'm going to play with some of the ideas that I picked up during this conference. So the next steps is I am going to start putting out blog posts talking about the conference and the things that I learned. And, I hope that you take time to read them and share ideas. I am also going to invest in this auditing program, which I saw it blew me away. I'm really excited about it, and I hope some of you will test it out because I'm going to be offering it for free. The idea is, I'll run this audit for you, then we'll sit down and talk about it, and then you can do whatever you want with it. But I think it'll help your businesses if you've got some websites out there. What else? Yeah. So you should see this in an email for those that are following me really close. If you're not on that email list, I encourage you to jump on, go to my website. There's a place to do this. If you enjoyed this report out, give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And yeah, very good, right? If you have questions, thoughts, comments, send them my way. Put them in the chat, and we will see you the next video. All right, so from sunny San Diego, have a great day.